makerspaces. You hear about them all the time. Maybe you don't understand what they are. Maybe you're not in the maker area as far as a career goes or whatever, but they really are becoming a big deal across the United States and around the world, actually. So Andrew here is going to talk a little bit about Beauty in the Bolt and how you work with Makerspace. So tell us a little bit about your company, Andrew.
Yeah, of course. So Beauty in the Bolt's a 501c3 STEM education nonprofit based in Cleveland, Ohio. And what we do is we help schools and companies add makerspaces to either their curriculum, to their R&D teams, and really anywhere else where having the ability to rapidly create or iterate is going to be important.
Okay, so how do you go through that process?
Yeah, of course. So just as a really quick overview, makerspaces are a really, really broad catch-all term for anything with additive manufacturing, subtractive manufacturing, could be stuff like shop tools, wood shop, any of those things are now kind of grabbing the makerspace title.
Exactly.
So especially with schools, what we start is, where in your curriculum does manufacturing fit in, does it at all? Where in your engineering curriculum is there a hands-on element? And we start to say, okay, what tools, what equipment would help enhance the student experience, make them engage with this topic. Okay. So if they have a wood shop, we help start adding in maybe a laser cutter, something that's going to be more CNC, where students can start getting exposure to digital design.
Okay.
If somewhere has 3D printers that they might have purchased a couple years ago when that was the craze, we'll help them build curriculum that makes it work with their STEM education instead of just being this thing they use once in a while. And that's kind of the way we roll, is we work with companies and we work with schools to figure out a way that implements the best for their students or for their crew.
So how important is this right now? Because we really are in this transitional, part of our culture and our world. You could almost make the argument that the technological evolution that we're going on right now is the biggest one that we've ever had as the human race, right?
I'd agree.
Why is it so important that people are involved in Makerspace?
Yeah, so for us, Makerspaces are this thing that enables you to take your idea and turn it into something that you can hold. And that's huge, especially for people who are younger, who maybe have their iPhone, they can design something in 3D in 2 seconds, but actually engaging with engineering fields or engaging with fabrication, you need to start getting hands-on.
Okay.
So for us, Makerspaces are huge because it gives students the chance to get started and get their hands in, especially at a younger age.
Okay.
So for younger women, for students who are in middle school and high school, especially our big focus is in women and minority students. The time to engage them is in middle school and high school.
Absolutely.
So making sure that the schools have those resources so they don't start to fall away from the field and can go, oh, it's not just making robots, it's not just making planes, it's all of these consumer electronics and all of these other things that are really crucial to society that you also need to design them, you also need to build them. And giving them the ability to fabricate is huge. One thing that is really important to us is we're based in Cleveland. Old steel belt, making sure that fabrication was a huge part of their society. And it's fallen away because the technology has changed.
Right.
There's still fabrication. CNC is an incredible field, but people don't think, oh, you know what I want to do with my life? I want to be a fabricator. The money's there, the jobs are there. If you can weld, you can get a job tomorrow. But people don't start those trainings, they don't know that they're interested.
Right.
So putting a makerspace in gives people the chance to go, oh, I can make something with my hands, I should learn these skills, and it hopefully can help bringing some of the Midwest back into fabrication, into the next gen. We do a lot with soldering and electronics because you cannot get custom boards made in the US. You have to go overseas. My co-founder, Zyla, actually ran a consumer startup company, tried to get boards made in the US in Ohio, and couldn't. So the skills aren't there. We hope to start adding them back, and Makerspace is the first way.
Very, very nice. So how do we find out more about you?
Yeah, of course. So we're online at beautyinthebolt.com.
Okay.
That has info about our services as well as our pricing, where we do a lot of discounts for schools so that it's cheap or free for them to start adding their Makerspaces. We're also on YouTube at Beauty in the Bolt, same thing. And those are probably the best two ways. All of our content that we make for companies gets open sourced on our YouTube, so any school can implement it.
Very great, very great. So Marlo Anderson, your guru of geek at CES 2019.